Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So today, today we will be receiving guidance, insight, and clarity from the Sacred Forest Oracle, okay? And let's get right into it. Divine Creator Source, infinite intelligence, ancestors for our highest evolving and elevation. Thank you for this time of communion. May I receive these messages with discernment and speak with truth and integrity. Please block any negative interference as these messages come through. Thank you. What messages do we have from the Sacred Forest? What is the guidance, the insight, the clarity? Two more. Okay, more than two. Okay, on the bottom of the deck we have success. Okay, secret spring with success. We have the air spirit with knowledge. Spirit guardian of autumn with letting go. The willow spirit with flexibility. And leadership with the stag spirit. So some of you, the energy that's very present for you is that you're coming into more knowledge, more sacred knowledge, knowledge of how to let go, of how to be more flexible, knowledge about your leadership abilities, connecting with leadership or stepping into a role of leadership. There's a new beginning that's happening for many of you. Let's find out more about the knowledge with the air spirit. So mentally, many of you are gaining more clarity about how to let go of certain situations. Gaining more clarity about how to be more flexible as you step into a leadership role for many of you. Tell us about the air spirit with knowledge. Clarify. Clarify the air spirit with knowledge here, please. Something's happening quickly with this Eight of Swords here on the bottom of the deck. Insights coming in. Messages. Clarify the air spirit. Now I want it to come out. For some of you, about happiness, ultimate happiness, bliss, air spirit with knowledge. That's that Ten of Cups again. Ace of Pentacles. There's definitely a new beginning. This air spirit with knowledge is card number 1. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And the only thing that really moved in the deck was the Ten of Swords. And then we saw, I'm sorry, Ten of Cups, excuse me. And then we saw the Ten of Cups after one shuffle at the bottom of the deck. So the air spirit with knowledge is that many of you are gaining wisdom about your family. For many of you, I get this is soul family. There's a new beginning that's occurring. It's like you may not, I don't want to say you may not be, how does the saying go? I'll say this. The family you choose, because in this material realm, we didn't necessarily get to choose your mother or father. Some say you got to you chose them because you chose to come into a certain bloodline for a particular reason. Either way, for many of you, I'm getting you're coming into the knowledge of who your soul family is, who those individual soul partners are that you resonate with, that you share the same frequency, that you've come into having this mission. I'm hearing for some of you, connection, okay? That's for some of you. And it's gonna feel new again, yeah, because you're trusting your intuition. And this is what many of you really want, is to have this connection with people who you can resonate with. People that receive messages, that are in tune to certain messages and have a very loving vibration and frequency. That's for some of you. When it comes to family, many of you are finding that you need to think things through. So you're thinking things through. This is not the time to be very impulsive. Do not react to people and situations. Take time to consider all points of view. Do your research. Listen to others. Speak your truth. But take time to weigh the pros and the cons of situations. It's an excellent time to begin a new venture or project. And this is that new venture or project. This is where you're taking the time to sit with your intuition, taking time to actually hear others out, and then making the decision about what really is suitable for you. Not moving in an essence of ego just because you want something, and not moving too quickly, even if things are changing very rapidly around you, or you're receiving a lot of insight coming at you quickly. It's still about taking the time to connect with your intuition, to weigh the pros and the cons, okay? And I get from many of you, there is some things that have been hidden, some secret knowledge that is going to come forth, and it's about you not being impulsive, but taking your time with the insight, the messages that you're receiving, okay? Thinking things through. Okay, so that's the air spirit. Let's find out about letting go, spirit guardian of autumn. So it's like when these messages come in, when you gain this insight and clarity, weighing the pros and cons, deciding of what it is that you're letting go, who it is you're letting go, and what areas, I'm hearing for some of you that you're letting go, people, places, and things. And as you're letting go, clarify letting go here, please. As you're letting go, this isn't about like feeling like you're alone, like things are barren in your life, because when an autumn season comes and you lose the leaves, it's just a cycle, and then the spring comes back. So for some of you, it's like you need to lose these people that are leaves in your life. They're not the trunk, they're not the roots, they are the leaves. They're there for just a cycle, just a phase. And for many of you, you've had your season, your phase. Letting go, please clarify letting go. You've had your season your cycle with certain people. It's like now, as you're going into the new season, there'll be new energy, new people. It may feel like things are moving slowly, but it's just that energy of being methodical, being meticulous as you're weighing the pros and cons, as you're deciphering, using discernment about what to let go. Clarify, please. Give us more insight on this letting go. I feel like cause you sticky. Some of you may be in your head about this. It's like, don't get analysis paralysis about who you're going to be working with, about these new projects, new ventures. Yes, think things over, but don't get in the essence of like overthinking or tying yourself up with your thoughts. Use your discernment, but then make your decision and then move forward with it. Clarify, letting go, please. Thank you. Anything else? Nope. All right. For some of you, you're going to have, we have the Knight of Wands come out. Some of you, you're going to have some people wanting to rush in very quickly. As these new ventures come in, as you're weighing the pros and cons about this new energy phase that you're moving into, there's some that want to come rushing in because they can see, hear, and feel, I'm hearing spiritually, that good things are coming in for you. So you may feel this need to stand your ground against certain people because I'm just hearing they weren't in the field with you tilling the soil and planting the seeds, but they want to come in and reap the harvest. For some of you, this is about you taking the inspired action, and because you know what it is, knowledge, right? What your vision is, you can see the vision. Some may not agree with where it is that you're going or the vision that you have, and those are the ones that you're going to have to let go of. For some of you, there'll be people rushing in because yes, they can see your vision. They can see that you're taking inspired action, that things are coming forth. The harvest is ready to be reaping the harvest, right? For some of you, you're going to decide, no, you didn't help plant the seeds. I'm going to have to let you go. For some of you, they're not going to agree with your inspired action, and you're just going to have to stand your ground and still move forward in your inspired action, okay? So let's find out about this flexibility. Clarify. Flexibility, Willow Spirit. What is this Willow Spirit here with flexibility? Anything else? Okay. Some people are going to feel left out in the cold when this new opportunity comes in for you. They may come in with nice, kind words, and you're still going to have to find a way to be flexible when you decide to let them go. Like, you don't have to be harsh. You can find a way to speak your piece without aggression, but still being very assertive is what I'm hearing. And I feel like when this new opportunity comes in, you guys are going to have so it's like, don't be afraid to work with others. There's going to be new energy coming in, right? New messages, new kind offers, but do take your time to weigh the pros and cons, because For some of you, it is new energy. You just let go some people, places, and things, so you've cleared some space. Now you have more space available where you're able to fill others that actually have something in their cup and bringing something to your project or to this family or to this organization. Yeah. And remember that no matter what happens, not to get in that energy of being analysis paralysis. At the end of the day, all is well. You're being given this knowledge so that you can release and let go of any limiting beliefs, any thoughts, any overthinking, and any people, places, and things that were weighing you down, weighing down your energy, so that you are able to be more flexible, more in control, where you're able to let go and heal. And being flexible so that you're not in the aspect of needing to be in control of everything. For some of you, this is letting go of unfulfilled expectations. Like you expected to work with some people, you expected to be a part of certain organizations. You may have had expectations. But this is being able to let go of those expectations that were unfulfilled and clearing that space so that now you can have the energy of those that actually are able to, I don't want to say meet your expectations, but are going to be a valuable asset to this project, to this organization, to whatever this Ace of Pentacles is for you. Because when there's tension and there's tension and the need to have others act a certain way, be a certain way, wanting others, you got this whole list of criteria. Oh, she got to be like this, she got to do this, he got to do that. And I get it. We all have our certain, if you're making a project, just like if you're going for a job, they want you to have certain qualifications, right? That's fine and dandy. If you don't meet the qualifications, you don't get that job. That's cool. There's something that's better for you or something other for you. Same thing in relationships. For those who are letting go, it's okay if a certain person can't see your value because they have you got to look a certain way or speak a certain way or carry yourself a certain way or you're not of a certain pedigree, whatever it may be. Those expectations that that we tend to put on others or others have put on you even. This is what the letting go is about. Because when you hold in that expectation and you're just wanting someone to fit in the box you want to put them in, and maybe they're not meant to be in that box, this can create this energy of tension and unhappiness. So this is what the letting go is. Letting go the need to put people, areas, places, because maybe you had a certain expectation of living somewhere and then you got there and you were like, it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be or what you expected it to be. And so we're learning to be more flexible instead of so rigid in the thinking about how you want things to be, how you want it to go. And these are the signs of a good leader. Sometimes we have expectations. How does that thing go? There's something that says something like you may have had your plans, but God has a different plan or something like that. I can't recall it right now, right? But it's all in the essence of saying, even if there's a detour on your path, it doesn't mean that you're not going to reach the destination. That you sometimes do take I've said this before in another reading. Sometimes you do take the scenic route, but it's just about getting you to be more flexible. Something that has a lot of tension in it easily breaks. If you're rigid in your thoughts, if you're rigid in your beliefs, then you may break mentally. And that break is you being unhappy because you expect things to be a certain way, but you're not open or flexible to if it's not exactly the way you expected. Sometimes you may get better than you expected if you're flexible and open to it. Okay? So it's about relinquishing control. And sometimes that's not an easy thing, especially if you've been the leader of something or you've built something and you felt like the leader of an organization, of a group, of your household, of your family even. It can test your flexibility to see things changing. But being flexible in your life, being willing to bend and even to yield has a very powerful essence. It takes power to be able to make that kind of a choice, to be flexible, especially when you're a leader. Because you've been leading this team, right? You've been leading this organization. But change is something that is a constant. And change doesn't have to be a bad thing. So by being adaptable, you can succeed where someone else who is more rigid just may not be able to succeed. There are times to stand very strong, but sometimes there's great valor in being able to be flexible and go around a situation. Instead of being so firm, this is the way we do it, and this is the way my mother's did it, and we've done it this way for generations. Sometimes the change can enhance things. And this is something as leaders we all come to learn. It's not always an easy task to take on, but being flexible can assist. So this is about being willing to bend rather than to break. So let's find out about this leadership. What more do they want us to know when it comes to leadership here? For some of you, that it's time. That this wheel is spinning in your favor towards success. Clarify the stag spirit. Card number 39, the stag spirit. Why is this energy here? What more do you want us to know when it comes to leadership? Stag spirit with leadership. Clarify stag spirit with leadership. Clarify stag spirit with leadership. Anything else? I feel like this one want to come through. So this would have been at the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Wands, but we have that Knight of Pentacles showing up. So, and then there's the 8 of Wands again, strength at the top of the deck. Okay, so, but this is what actually flipped out. The Sun and the King of Pentacles. So, when you're in this role of leadership, there conflict does arise. It's about, can you be flexible enough to find ways to integrate peaceful resolution when a conflict arises? Sometimes there is competition to be the leader. Some people want to be the leader of the pack, I just heard. And that's cool and dandy, you know? There are cycles. Everyone has their time. For some of you, it felt like it was a long time coming. I'm hearing with this Knight of Pentacles for you to move into this leadership ability, but it is your time, the Sun card here. And it's like, you are a great leader. You know how to, for some of you, manage the money, manage the finances, actually bring this project into fruition. It's been something that's been thought of in the mental realm. It's been actualized, visualized in the spiritual realm, and now it's time to actually see it materialize on this earthly plane in the material world. This is the King of Pentacles here, right? With the Sun card here. So for some of you, this is about you happily stepping into this role of leadership. And it's like, because you're going to be flexible and you're able to let go, not being rigid, but able to bend, you're going to be a good leader. For some, there's going to be some competition, or there has been competition, some conflict about this, because some feel like you move too slow. For some feel like the project's taking too long. Some just want to be in the position, and this is why you have to stand your ground and make a decision to speak truth in order to clear up any illusion. And then we have the Star, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. Investing in what it is that you know is the truth, making clear decisions, speaking the truth, clearing up any illusions. For some of you, it's being exposed about who's been in competition with you for a leadership position. Someone who's been very methodical about their actions toward getting the leadership position. But because for some of you, they're not very flexible, or you're more flexible and you're willing to let things go, and you're coming more into the knowledge of your leadership abilities, it's like things are working out for you. There's a new beginning here. Whether it was a long time coming or not, it's still here. Sun card, right? Things are being illuminated about your leadership abilities and about who's been in conflict or creating this competition. It's like you actually got your back turned to the competition. And I get that your back is turned to the competition, not because you're rigid, but because you're like, there is no competition. The only person you're in competition with is self. And it's to be a better leader than you were yesterday, 5 minutes ago, in the last minute. What have you learned and gained that you're creating mastery within self, so that you're able to be a good leader, a great leader, not just a boss, but a leader. There's a difference. A lot of people want to be the boss. Oh, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. And that's cool and dandy. But leadership is another level. And so some of you are like wanting to naturally step into your leadership ability in a noble way. Yes, you carry a very commanding energy. And that's because you have to in order to claim your leadership role, right? Because you know that it's time to step out of the shadows and become the beacon for others. But you're leading by example. So don't allow anyone or anything to dim your light. Some of you may be asked to take on a position of authority because you're flexible. Even if you've been in the back seat, because some of you have been in the back seat, and it's time for you to let that go. It's time for you to step up and shine. And remember that a leader isn't necessarily defined by status or income. Not just about the money, not about status and income. A true leader is someone who is commanding but passionate and motivating and inspiring. They have a vision and are able to make decisions with clarity and strength. Not aggression, but assertiveness. The greatest leaders are some of those who know how to serve. Not just wanting people to serve them, but to be of service. So they know how to serve and act as a stepping stone. You're like a bridge to help others to reach their dreams as well. Their Ace of Pentacles, to reach their ultimate happiness. Not just self-serving. What can I get? How much more can I be elevated? You're like not the crab in the bucket that's trying to pull somebody down. You reach back to pull another up. Here, let's build another step to this bridge so that another person can cross. And that's what leadership is more about. And many of you do this because you empower others simply by being yourself. Again, leading by example. Are you willing to step into the light and be a leader for others? Is what this message is asking you. Are you willing to let go of sitting in the back seat or dimming your light? Are you ready to take this extraordinary adventure of leadership? Because it is an adventure. There is going to be some conflict, some chaos that arises, right? Especially when you got a group of minds together. And we can be like-minded on many, many situations, many thoughts, many ideas, many projects. But there are moments where you agree to disagree and still have peaceful conflict resolution, where we can agree to disagree, but where are we going ultimately? Agree to disagree, but where are we going ultimately? What is the bigger picture? Not just about the self. How is the bridge being built? So not just that one can cross, but that many can cross. For many of you, it's time to step into leadership in your life. You are a beacon for others. Shine in your own life. Be gentle with yourself and with others. However, do not play small. It's time to take action. This is your time. Step up, step into place. Let your light shine. Go ahead and be that leader. What you're working on, what you've been thinking about, visualizing, seeing in the spiritual realm, seeing in your dreams, for many of you, of how to inspire others. It's your time. King of Pentacles is happening now in the material realm. Continue to be flexible. Continue to allow for these new opportunities to unveil, weighing the pros and cons, taking the time you need. You don't have to feel rushed just because you're excited about a project or passionate about something, or someone else wants you to move quickly. You're the leader. So you're doing what's best, not just for self or one or two individuals, but for the group as a unit. So don't feel rushed. Ten of Cups. Don't feel rushed. Take your time when the messages come in. Certain people want to work with you when there's projects. And be okay with being firm, assertive, not aggressive. When you're making decisions. And when you speak the truth. When you're speaking truth with clarity. When you have clarity on when to move and how to move and where not to move and what to do. Be okay with speaking your truth. Don't be confused and or any illusion. Have the faith that you're able to bring this project, this organization, to inspire others, to nurture yourself as well as others. And that makes, and some of you, you're going to find, whoa, okay, we just got deep there. Some of you may find, oh my gosh, okay, let's do it. So look, you know how sometimes we spend like so much time at work, right? I take this as it resonates. This isn't for everyone. Some of you may find your partner at work because you do tend to spend more time at work than alone or hanging out on the weekends or doing your hobbies. That's for who it resonates. That's not for everyone. For some of you, this just may be a soul partner that you are able to work with on a project to bring things together to inspire others. As you know, like where two or three are gathered, it's that much more easier to get a project done. When you have two or three sets of hands working to build a bridge, it's easier than if you're working by yourself. Okay? So take that as it resonates. It's not for everyone. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this quick little voyage on the Enterprise, where we have gone to the 5D and beyond. And remember to always shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you're still amongst the stars. And to always, always, always let your light shine bright in the night and the day. You heard? And remember, hey, your likes, shares, and subscribes are greatly appreciated. So go ahead, hit that like button. Thank you for joining me.